I feel bonita too, and I look good. So, my hair, I have long nails. I barely know how to maneuver with long nails. I'm coming from holiday. At home, everything was done for me. There was someone helping me do these things. So, that's why I couldn't. I wanted to tighten this a little bit. I've tried several times and I do not give up that easily. But this time around, the smartest thing to do was to give up. And I did. Besides that, I think I look incredible. Yeah. This is going to be a long emotional video. I should have brought some tissues. Thank God we have some here. This video is a tribute to my mom. The reason I decided to do this is because I was just thinking about how she has really been my lifeline. Like on the days I was so low, or I kind of doubted myself, she reminded me of the things I've achieved. She reminded me of who I am. She poured life into me. This is one person who applauds me so loud, louder than myself. This is one person who believes in me more than I believe in myself. So I thought, why not give her something that will just be doing the same to her when she's not feeling okay, when she's feeling low. She gets to watch this and she's like, you know what? At least there's someone who believes in me. So I decided I'm gonna do this to her. I'm gonna put on this beautiful piece of earrings. I think this is lovely, fantastic. It's unique as well. It's just nice. And like I've said, I've got nails that let's just hope this goes well, because we need to accessorize this dress. Oh, I did it. See? Told you. I'm an independent woman. Just the other day I couldn't do this and my brother had to do this for me, and it was amazing. But now here I can do it. It's interesting the things you can do if you just believe you can. Or maybe sometimes it's because you have no option and your only option is to do it. And that day I probably didn't try much because I think I spoke too soon. Now this one is not working. I think this looks lovely. It looks like some sort of fashion design. One earring, right? Surely. Oh, finally. No, not finally. Still need to put this thing. Oh, please. That's it. Do we have anything to drink? We need something to drink. Before we continue, guys, TI label, clothing brand. I don't know if it's a clothing brand, but this gentleman makes beautiful fashion pieces, and I'm talking of clothes, both for men, women, she, he. Work with him. He's amazing. I need a drink before we start. No, let's do it. So I bought this book from TikTok shop. It's entitled Family Keepsake. That's a small written name there. You probably won't say it. But I want you to look at, the camera is focusing on me, the big words. Mom, I want to hear from you. Oh, is that it? Oh, I want to hear your story. So this is like a memoir. It's a journal. It's written, a mother's guided journal to share her life and love. So this is basically guided questions to a mother. She gets to write the answers, and then I get to keep this piece and I can read. The first page is everything I am, you helped me to be. I want you to see what's written here. Oh, I didn't do this. Lauren's mom, Rose Mudola Amukobole. The phone number is there. My business. So the first question, this is besides the whole point of this video, but I just want to give you a glimpse of what my mother is. From the answers, we can tell who she is. Oh, I like my eyes. They look pretty. I'm just high on love and gratitude. So my mom's name is Rose Mutola Magoba. That was her given name by her family, Rose Mutola Magoba. She is the daughter of Deborah Magoba and Mr. Magoba. What was my grandpa's first name? Mr. Magoba. That's it. She was born on 20th June 1965. So she's a retired babes. I'm trying to look for something. I mean, some questions are a bit personal. It would not make sense because I'm her child, but I'm trying to look for something that will give us a picture of who she is and somewhat the relationship. This page is titled Growing Up. First question, who was your best friend? Guess her answer. My mother, underlined. There's a specific page I saw. I can't find it. And then there's some questions she couldn't answer. She was asking me because these were the questions that she was supposed to respond to in retrospect, like things that happened back then. So the first question, there was a question like, how much was a loaf of bread back then? This babe says, I think it was 1 shilling. And I just agree because I don't know. A dozen of eggs, 50 cents. I don't think a dozen of eggs would be cheaper than 1 loaf of bread, but I don't know. Maybe we'd had too many hens back then. How would your parents have described you as a student? Quiet, polite, industrious, and ready to learn. Respectful. My mom is very industrious. Even when she doesn't have to do something, she will just look for something to do. She can't just sit there and relax. Even on retirement, this babes wakes up at 7, 6, and I'm like, where are you going? Nowhere. I'm just going. And then she wakes up, she goes, does some rounds, she looks around on her farm. She likes to find something to do. And I'm on a mission to let her rest, to just let her rest. What was your favorite and least subject? Favorite subject was history. Least subject was math, but why is there? I don't think I liked math either. Even now I do not like it. So. But I think my favorite subject was biology. What are the 3 words you would use to describe your mother? 1, someone who always encouraged her. 2, sympathetic. 3, loving. If this do not describe this woman, she was just her mother's child. Oh, by the way, she lost her mother in 2018. May she keep resting in peace. Her father was the exact opposite of her mother. Now this is us trying to learn about my mother. There's a question, how did your parents meet? Interesting story. I'll probably do another video on it alone because she's told me that she's used several lines to write and doesn't make sense. It can't all be there. We will talk about that later, but very funny story. Did either of your parents have unique talents? My mom was a very good counselor. That's beautiful. You know, my mom is very patient. She listens. She gives you time to, you know, get out your emotions. Cry if you have to. She will hold your hands. She will wipe the tears down, but she will listen to you. And very many times I've called her and I'm breaking. We talk, we laugh. At the end of the conversation, I'm okay. I'm the strong, independent girl. And I just tell her, you know, thank you for listening to me. The last time I wrote a message to her, she said, Mradi naishi, always. That tickled something in me. I don't know if I should do this. You know, remember the question, did either of them have unique talents? Mom, very good counselor. Dad, this is embarrassing, but oof, I need to read it. A good drunkard. This man was basically always drunk and he was chaos. This one, he can rest wherever he wants to, wherever he is, but how are you most like and least like your parents? Most like, I love her children. She does love her children. I mean, sometimes there's things that we have done that if I was a mother, I would be so broken. I would probably be mad at you, but she just finds way to forgive you and still shows you the love, still supports you. She does love her children. She does love us. Care for each of us. That's true. A very humble voice. My mom has the most humble, and she cannot shout at, even if she shouts at you, you wouldn't take her serious. And sometimes I feel like this is a blessing and a curse, because you know, when you're a good person, a kind person, the world is not built that way, which is very sad, you know. Sometimes I think she assumes everyone is as good as that, or everyone has a heart like hers, which is different, which is the opposite, totally opposite. And sometimes I have to step up. You know, the way I'm calm and soft spoken and kind and always smiling, the other side is just as good. So sometimes I've had to step up to let people, the world, know that just because she smiles at you does not mean the people around her are also smiling at you, so you need to tread carefully. What would be the title of your autobiography? The title would be The Iron Lady. I think from the words we already know this basically means she went through some things. She had to stay strong. She had to fight through some things, but she stood strong. The Iron Lady. You know, in Luganda, there's a statement, Choma Chamudachi. It's like it's basically the Iron Lady. So I call her sometimes Chuma Chamudachi, and it's very sentimental to me because if you saw my mom, listen to her speak, she's very sensual, she's very soft spoken. She gives feeble vibes, but she's very strong. She is invincible, but you wouldn't know that. So yes, Chuma Chamudachi. Iron Lady passed through many hard situations as a lone parent. Oh no, this is going to start breaking me. No, it's not going to happen. This is a video celebrating my mom. So she lost her husband in 2014, 13. Between 2013 and 2014. Her husband is my dad. She lost her then. And my dad was this kind of man he was a very masculine man. He did provide everything for his wife. He had, you know, properties, land, you know, for farming, and apartments, and a petrol station, and a hardware shop, and plot rentals. She had all those, but my mom did not know how to run anything. You know, I think that's one bad thing take away from this situation. My dad ran everything. He employed people, he did it physically. When it came to farming, my mother did not know the price of anything, you know, fertilizer, the seeds, where to get. He didn't know shit. He didn't know anything because my father used to do all those things. So, and then the husband dies, and she has to learn to do all these things alone. She has to pay for these things. She never used to pay school fees. She didn't even know how much school fees for her kids were, but then she has to learn to navigate life alone. That must have been difficult. And then we were young, and now we are here, and I think if you're a mother, you know it's just one responsibility after another. And we are 4 children, 4 different people, but I can only imagine. Took my children through education. She did give us the best she could. Took them through career courses. I always say, when I was at home, I was telling my mom, I'm so grateful to her, because I don't think if they asked me what I wanted, I would have said nursing. Honestly, I think she chose this for me, and it was a good choice because considering the kind of person I am, this was an excellent choice. Asking family is prompt. Well, I do not understand that point. I'll ask her. And then she's also very polite. Even through the hardness, she's a very positive person. She'll probably cry. She cries just like me. I cry a lot as well, very easily. It's just a way of communicating to yourself and ourselves and releasing the emotions. She's polite. I think she's harmless, but she's not harmless. She's fire. She's Chuma Chamudachi. Do you think you could still pass the written portfolio of the driver's test without sighing? This is a response. I kind of need you guys to see this. This is like, no, like, no, that's a huge no. What is your favorite color? I know her favorite color is gray. What's your favorite quote? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's from the Bible. If you could travel through time and had to choose, who would you meet? Your ancestor, your descendants, and why? The first person was my mom, my late sister Phoebe, and late brother Dismas. My mother is big on family, and I understand. Hey, this one is going to... These people were an aspiration to me. Mom's motherly love, brothers Dismas's love, Dismas brotherly love. I told you I'm drunk on emotions. Dismas brotherly love, and my sisters leaving behind a lovely, lonely daughter, Gloria, which, by the way, my mom educated Gloria, gave her the best. And even when she was graduating, she finished paying her school fees. It's a long story, but she finished paying her school fees, sent her money to buy a graduation dress, shoes, and everything. She did care for that child. Now she's a grown woman. She's, I think, married with 2 kids, but she did take care of her. That's how the kind of person she is. And she says, at least I was able to see some of my people. What's your shoe size? 5. Favorite season? Winter. I don't know. Oh, winter. She's asthmatic, but she likes winter. Why? Because she hates heat. Like, she hates feeling like hot and sweaty. She doesn't like that. So those are just some of the few pages from this book, but in a nutshell, that is the kind of person she is. Maybe one day we will do another video of this book. So hello, mom. This is Lavraine. You call me Shombo. And just for perspective, Shombo was a name given to me by my dad. He used to call me Shombo Shamama. I think I've forgotten the exact, meaning for that, but it was something around Mrembo wa Mama, or mom's beautiful thing, like mom's pride, mom's something like that. So she still calls me that. She also has a nickname for me that sometimes if she calls me and she feels like I'm not hearing, if she just shouts that name, I will just be like, I can hear you, So this is a message to you. It's a tribute. It's a thank you message. It's I'm so proud of you message. It's I see you. It's going to be a long video, but I want you to know that I did this long video for you to know how important you are to me. And I believe you're just as important to my brothers and to the community, that's for sure. To the people around you, your friends, your life. You have this capability of just bringing life into wherever it is you step in. As your daughter, I've gotten to experience firsthand, you pouring life into me, you reminding me the kind of person I am. Even when I'm breaking, you listen to me. You have held my hand in situations that were a matter of life and death. When I wasn't well, I knew I had a 50-50 chance of making it, but you knew for sure. Somehow you're convinced I was just going to make it. And even when I came out of that surgery, the only thing kept me going was seeing you believing that I was going to make it. And I remember very many times waking up in the middle of the night and finding you praying. And I was telling myself, and I'm just like, God, you know what? If not for me, I have to make it for this woman. And I think for what's worth, the universe just listened to you, or listened to the unconscious prayer in my heart. And here we are. Now I live in a foreign country, very, very many miles away from you. And I hate to say this, but there's times I miss you so much. These days I come from work and I just feel like, hope I would be going home to you, to a warm cup of tea made by you, going back to sit on the couch with you like we do when I'm at home, go for evening walks, go visit your friends, go for spa dates together, cook your favorite meals. But I think it's the price I have to pay to attain the future I want for you and I. you know it. I've told you about it. And the beautiful part about it is that you believe I will get there someday. And I think it's coming sooner than you think. You know, it's gonna be very, very soon. So I want you to know that I see you. There's so many things you have done in my life that even if I started speaking about them today, I'll probably forget about some things. But the far I have come, the kind of person I am today is everything I am today is because of you. You know, I'm doing this because I want you to remember that you are a star. You are life, literally life. This past holiday has been so much for me, you know. It was beautiful family time. We spent a good time together. I was going through some things, but you're very patient with me. You let me talk, you let me go through the emotions. And you always reminded me of the things that really mattered. And you know, you also tell me things the way they are. You don't sugarcoat things. And as much as you want me to learn on my own and find out things at my pace, on my own, and form my own, you know, idea or decision or opinion around whatever it is, you also tell me things straight up. I remember recently, just 2 days ago, I was talking to you about something that had happened at home and how I felt about it. We had a conversation around it, and I understood things. It did take some time before I understood, but oh, my tummy is rumbling. But eventually I did understand. And then you said, Shivala nishitinyo mwana wanje. Now if you don't understand what that means, that's a Luya sentence. It says the world is difficult, my child. That was just a random sentence she didn't put in between the conversation we are having. But then I thought of it and I'm like, if my soft mother made it this far despite that sentence, it just simply means I can do it. I will do it. You know, I'm soft, guys. If you know me, you know I'm kind. I'm just... Now my mother is a higher version of that, so you can imagine the kind of person she is. I'm very understanding. I used to give people a lot of chances, but now things are different. Yeah, things are different. So you did tell me that, but what you may not realize is that you also showed me that even if the world is difficult, even if there'll be tribulations, I can still do it. You have believed in me. I'm just looking outside. It's raining and it's very ambient. It's beautiful. You have shown me that I'm capable of getting everything and anything I want. You have shown me that there's a whole world for me to go and see. You have empowered me. You have believed in me more than I have ever believed in myself. You have reminded me just how capable I am. You know, on the days that I'm low, you have called me to just tell me that it will be all right. And when I'm working so hard and almost breaking, you remind me it is going to pay off. And just like you said, everything I've worked so hard for is paying off. I remember when I was going to do my recent exam, we talked about it. You did help me go through the vision, and that morning I called you, you prayed for me. I did go for the exam. It was good. I came out and I told you, Mom, I've done the exam and I think we have aced it. We waited for the results came out. And when I called to tell you, your reaction, you'd think, the way you're explaining is just, I can't explain, but I just want the world to know and you to know that it felt like you're the one who had done that exam, and you knew how important, how much it meant for me. So me listening to you talk with so much pride and just applauding me, that just made me so happy. I have seen you go through tough phases in life. I have seen you go through losing your mother. I think that is the one thing that broke you so much. And thinking about it, I don't know. I know it's not something you heal and move on from. But I just pray that every day you find grace to go through life. I have also explained to you that because of the relationship I have with you, there are days I feel like I have panic attacks. I have what's it called? I have fears of what my life would be if I ever lose you. And I've had these conversations with one of my friends. She's called Doreen. She's a very amazing person. She's lovely. She's sweet. She's beautiful. She's just so amazing. And at that time, it was so bad because I was having panic attacks to the point that I'm even having difficulty breathing. And I never had problems like panic attacks. I never had those things. But just thinking of that possibility would break me like that. And then my friend told me death is not like that. It's not just something that like walks on your door and you see it's coming and you're like saying, oh, not today. No, it doesn't happen. Like it should just come on a random day. And she told me, who knows, you're probably going through this when you're the person who will die before her, or you will die together, or you will all end amazingly and live a beautiful life together. I like to think that the universe will grant us that chance. One, because you're a good person, you have served the society, you're still serving the society even when you're retired and you need to rest. And when I tell you, mama, you need to rest, it doesn't make sense to you because you just want the best for people. So when I think of those things, I can imagine what you feel. And especially because for you now, it's not just fear. She's no longer there. Like when you're going through tough times, there's no mama to talk to. Like I call you and I come home and I'm sleeping in your bed and we're chit-chatting. And I cook for you and I send you money and I do shopping for you. You know, one of my favorite things to do is shop for you. You go to the supermarket and you have your whole list and you buy things that I'm able to pay for it just because you empowered me. What's one of my favorite things to do? My other favorite thing to do would be to travel the world with you. That's what we are working on. Perhaps that should be the next big adventure we do. So I've seen you go through that season, and you know, at that moment, being the firstborn, you are trying to make sure that on your mother's burial everything is running smoothly. So I didn't think you were broken like that, and I didn't even notice it. Even over the years, I didn't notice until now I'm grown. We're having these conversations, and we get to talk about her in a way that we are just recognizing the kind of amazing woman she was. You know, her wins in life, her whimsy, and the similarities between you, her, and your sister. And now I see I see the pain in you. But I've also learned that when it comes to losing people you love, it's not something you move on from. It is emotions you have to stay with, and that's just the price of love. Hey, I said this was going to be an emotional video, see? That was one thing. And then shortly after, you know, after losing your mother, just to show the world how amazing you are. This happens after you have lost your husband. So it's a single parent household. You're still learning how to maneuver around as a mother, as a soft mother. And now you have to protect your children, you have to fight for their rights as a soft mother who was never taught these things. And then you take my cousin's child, who was young, I think like 9 months barely, not like a year. You take them, you know, to raise them because you want this cousin to go back to university. Mind you, at that point, your last born is big. You have forgotten about diapers and waking up at night to feed a child and going for the clinics, and you've forgotten everything about that. You didn't have to do that because you're still healing from everything that's going on. But you took this baby, took care of her, even started her school. And when the mother decided she wanted to take the child without, you know, proper procedure, like telling you, I want to take the child, just decided to do whatever she decided to do. You are broken, but you understood that you have served your part in raising that child. And I remember when you're raising that child, the baby, she loved you. Like no one would sit on the same chair with you, no one would touch your phone, no one would go to your bed, and she was so fond of you. You know, you celebrated all her birthdays, you bought her expensive things. And I remember the times when you're at home and you're going to the bathroom, this child would stay at the door just because she knows when you're going to shower, it means you're probably preparing to go out, and she'd stay at the door just so that you don't leave her. She did love you. And I'd like to believe that children have this gift of noticing honest, kind, and loving people. You have shown me that love is the ultimate gift you can give someone. And the people who are so broken, and sometimes the only way to heal them is just to show them love and empathy. I have seen you go through seasons of loss. But I've seen you come out of that with just love. We have learned to be very close over the course of years. You are like my best friend. Everyone knows that. Everyone who is close to me knows that you're my best friend. We talk about literally anything. Details, anything. I tell you about my love life, if there's any guy in my life. I tell you what happens. We've talked about my aspirations in life. We have talked about, you know, your aspirations in life, your future plans, your retirement plans. Things have happened. We, your children, have caused you some harm, but you have forgiven us. You have always believed in us, even when we've done things that someone else might perhaps would have, you know, just given up. But you've given us a second chance. You have reminded us that we are more than conquerors, that we have made for greatness. I know I'm here because of you. I was thinking the other day that the way life is, you know, when you're a child, you do not understand the intricacy of life. You just think life is about playing at home, having that nice meal, sleeping. But then you grow up, you take on responsibility. For example, I grow up, I'm a firstborn daughter, I have 3 siblings, I have people who depend on me. And some days are hard, but you remind me that I am more capable than I can imagine. Sometimes I'm like, man, if it were not for you, I don't know how I would have pulled through. So I'm so grateful for you. And I know you will notice that I'm crying in this video. I'm not crying because I'm hurt or anything. I'm crying because I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to God for giving you. I'm so grateful to the universe for letting me have you as my mother. You are understanding, you are lovely, you're kind, you're humble, you're just perfect. You are everything anyone would wish for in a mother. You know, perhaps I'm never going to be a mother because that's the moment, that's not in my plans, but anyone who gets to have someone like you as a mother is truly blessed. Anyone who gets to have you as a grandchild is even more blessed. I've seen you take care of my father's brother even when you didn't have to. I've seen you come through for people who betrayed you. I wouldn't have done that, but I've seen you do that. And I'm proud of you. That just speaks of the kind of person you are. You've held us together. Baba left when Gay was in class 3, I think. He was just a little boy. But you've held him. Now he's grown. My friend the other day was telling me he even has a beard. He has a deep voice. He's a man now. He has a girlfriend. You have raised him. Me, look at me now. I just finished my Form 4 exam. And you're trying to just protect the little girl. You didn't want the little girl to know that her dad was dying. And just telling me, oh, we're just going shopping. You're trying to prepare to get things for your university. Meanwhile, at that point, the dad is fighting for her life. That's how protective you are. You took me to a great course, great university. You helped me maneuver in life single-handedly. And here I am now, in a foreign world, maneuvering in life, acing my goals, celebrating you with every little chance I get. And sometimes when people wonder, why do you go home that often? Is it not expensive? And I tell them one simple response. When it comes to the people you love, money does not count. That is why I am comfortable spending my money to come and see you as often as I can, because I know how much you mean to me. Because I love you so much. I don't know if it's possible to explain how much I love you, but it's like you're my life. I don't know how best to explain it. I love you so much. You're the reason I am the woman I am today. Because you protected me, because you showed me the path, because you taught me the things that actually mattered. You also showed me what the real world is like. You took me out of that illusion cocoon where I used to think everyone is good, everyone has my best interest at heart, everyone loves me like my mother. And you showed me this is what the world is. And you need to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work. And unfortunately, I need to protect myself. And I meet people, my female friends, men, who tell me, you're an amazing person. And sometimes they get sentiments like, your mom has done a good job raising you. If that's not a compliment enough from the people I'm around, even my patients, like I'm able to give the world this gift because of you. If I had another person, I'd probably have turned out to be someone different. But I'm this kind of a person because of you. I work so hard. Okay, rambling again. I work so hard so that I'm able to give you the beautiful life. I'm so happy that God has granted us the gift of your life. You have worked your 60 years, you're now retired. And even though you're retired, you still want to work. I know you want to serve the people and help the community, which is beautiful. But I also need you to rest. So I work hard so that I'm able to give you the luxuries of this life, so that we can travel. The one thing I really want us to do is to travel the world together. And I promise you, Mama, I want to say it in Luya. I wanted to say for as long as I'm alive, but you didn't teach me that. Oh, Shirimulamu. This Shirimulamu, we will do it. I think that's right. I want us to go to all these different parts of the world together. I want to show the world who has made me. I want you to see the world from a different lens. I want you to see the world the way I see it. I want you to try and experience different cuisines from different parts of the world. I want you to experience luxury, because I know you have worked a better part of your life pouring into us. Only to it. And I think it's high time we now pour into you. Thank you for always believing in me. Thank you for praying for me. And I remember when I was leaving home, you're telling me, may everything that you wish for come true. And you're telling me you believe in me. You've always believed in me, and you've always told me that. And every time I'm talking to people, even people I'm mentoring, I always tell them the one person who pushed me to this point is my mother. And if I'm talking to people who are parents, I tell them the same thing. It is very important for you to believe in your child, and even more important for them to know that you believe in them. So thank you for that gift. I want you to know that you're a perfect mother. Perfect. Also, thank you for giving me this skin complexion. And this gap. And a beautiful body. And everything that you have given me. I know there are things we have talked together, things I might not say on camera, goals we want to achieve together, and I know that we will do it. I know we will. Please know that this is a video to remind you that I love you so much. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I need the whole world to watch this, and just learn of an amazing woman you are. And then when that time comes and we'll be walking on my platforms together and traveling the world, we'll be saying, oh, that's the lady she was talking about. And you'll be like, yeah, that's me. In your beautiful, serene voice. I want you to watch this video as often as you can. And I want you to know that you mean the whole world to me. You also mean the whole world to my brothers. Now, my brothers are men. They may not be sentimental like me. They may not always tell you how important you are to them, how much they love you, but we talk. And when we talk, if there's one person who's a constant and a pillar of strength in our family and unity, I want you to know that it is you. There's so many things that we do differently just because you are there. My brothers know the same thing. There's so many things that I do differently because of you. So we are very, very grateful. We love you. Every day we pray that the universe grants you a long, healthy life so that we can travel the world together. So we can see the beauty of the universe. So we can celebrate and enjoy the life your mama didn't get to enjoy. And I remember you always tell me, Mama, don't crave something if you can have it. Buy it. And that's one mantra I live with. So I want us to experience the life Coco didn't. I want you to live the soft life. And I'm so proud because the things I've introduced to you, you're embracing them so effortlessly. And now you're the one who reminds me, where is my lip gloss? I don't want that. Sitaki hiyo, nataka ya elf. And at least you're trying to remember to carry them in your bag. You're embracing fashion, you're embracing beauty, you're embracing just living a soft, comfortable life. We just go and take a nap in the afternoon. You never used to do that, but now you're doing that, and I'm so proud of you. The other day we went to see Auntie Agnes, and I saw the two of you become so whimsical, and I was so happy and impressed, and I was smiling, and I was like, oh my god, this is too much girls after all. I saw the little children in you come out, and you're fighting. You're having a literal pillow fight on the chair, and Auntie's like, why did you tell me? And you're like, she told me not to tell you. Like, it was this beautiful children banter I used to have back in the days with my brother, and I get to see you have it with your cousin at 60. That's beautiful. I've also seen you take care of people you didn't have to. You've taken care of your sister and her whole family. I see you play games with your sister. You guys are, and I tell myself, even when people grow up at 50s, at whatever, 40s old, the siblings are just siblings. Like, you know, you pick each other's, like, you pick on each other. You ensure everyone's okay. You throw banters here and there. You're loved. Everywhere you go, you just love and light. In the community, you're always there to serve people, to help people. In church, you're just an amazing person, and even a better mother. I think you being an amazing person is what makes you a perfect mother. I think you did really like this motherhood thing. I think that's perhaps why it's seamless and looks like it's easy for you. I also appreciate the fact that you have embraced me as a person the way I am. You have never expected me to, to live as per the society's expectations. You have always wanted me to live as a person, to live my life the way I please. And for that, I am so, so grateful. As I end this video, dear universe, please keep my mother. Grant her a long, healthy life so she can see the beauty she's created in this world. Please remind her that she's live. Everything is working out for her own good. Everything is just gonna be beautiful. That the little dreams she used to have, at some point she dreamt of being a nurse, and she told her dad that as a child. And she turned out to be a beautiful nurse who cannot stop being a nurse now, even though she's retired. Please remind her that all the things we have talked about, we are going to experience. Above all, enable us, and by us I mean her children, love her the way she wants to be loved. And Hoyo, I love you so much. Goodbye. Not goodbye, but I love you so much.